Okay, this is to everybody out there that want to know how to get some southern greens for the holidays or whenever you would like to. I'm going to use the Go Rise pressure cooker. So I already have some ham hocks that just finished cooking, and I put them in for like 20 minutes, and it's ready. So I'm going to use the juices. I put it in 2 cups of water to pressurize, and as you can tell, it's the liquids at the bottom that we're gonna pressure cook the greens. So I have collards, mustards, and turnips mixed, and we're gonna put it in. So let me get everything ready. Okay, so at this time I'm gonna saute the greens and the liquid to break them down, and then we're gonna cook or pressurize, cook the greens in probably about 15 minutes. And everything is going to be really succulent. I put the ham hocks off to the side. They're going to sit there until we put them in with everything else. But we're going to heat up the greens and start dropping them in. And the hot juices, as we saute, is going to break the green down before we put the top on. So we're going to heat it up a little bit. So these are the greens, and you're going to have to wash them like you would do traditionally if you had to pick them out of the garden. But most of those greens in Fry's grocery stores, they're a bunch for 99 cents. I have 6 bunches. I have 2 bunches of collards, 2 bunches of mustards, and 2 bunches of turnips. I'm going to do a medley. I mixed them all in together, washed them. They're nice and clean. And we're ready to drop it into the hock juice. And that's what I meant by saute them in here in the juices. And we're going to toss them a few times in those juices. And then we're going to put the ham hocks in, and that we pressurize for about 20 minutes. And they're falling off the bone, as you can tell. And this is some of the vegetables I just throw in there. Here's a pepper. A lot of people like sweet pepper or bell pepper. It adds a nice zing flavor to everything, keeping it as natural as possible. And we're going to move forward.
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay, here are the vegetables all cut up. Like I said, I have green peppers, the serrano peppers. A lot of people do their collard greens. They think that it's hot, but with the amount of greens we have, this is a pretty mild pepper. The onions, I took use only the green part of the onion because I don't want them to come out with too much of an onion aroma. But this is what we're going to throw in. So we're going to dump this all into the sauteed. Like I said, we're going to heat them up. We sauteed them in those juices. And we're going to stir everything up before we pressurize it. And these greens are going to take really about 12 minutes to cook. Whereas, most time when you get fries greens or greens from the market nowadays, it's going to take a while to simmer. But I like this recipe. I do throw other spices in there as far as seasonings, a little salt later. But in the meantime, this is the base of the green, which is a really great product. We'll get back. For seasoning, I'm going to use I use a little nature seasoning and the Himalayan pink salt. So you could season it to your likings, but in the meantime, that's what I use to stay as natural and I guess healthy as possible. We did start with pork fat of the hock, but we're going to put the lid on it. It's going to pressurize. Like I said, we're going to set it for let's do it for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and we'll be back.